So Chapter 2 of the Gotham Writers Workshop about character was very long with a lot of exercises in it, so I'm not going to talk about the concepts too much. I can save that for another video. In this video I'm just going to be doing the exercises in a sort of out of place order because they build on each other, so let's go! Exercise number 1. Think of a character. Then think of a specific desire for this character. One driving desire. Make the desire something concrete, instead of an abstract desire like love or personal growth. Once you find the character and desire, jot them down. We'll be coming back to the character shortly. So my character is going to be, I want to do something I haven't done before. I'm going to say a 16-year-old girl, because I never write girls, named, let's give her a boy's name, Ashton. Let's see, because she's a 16-year-old girl, she's probably going to be into a lot of fandom type stuff, because that's what girls do in this day and age. And what Ashton wants more than anything else in the world is to meet the bass player of a band she loves who's coming to town. Exercise number 2. Return to the character for whom you created a desire. Now give this person 2 contrasting traits. Trait 1. She is fascinated by rebellion, with counterculture, with the punk movement of the 70s. Trait number 2. She is compulsively obedient to authorities, especially her very conservative parents. Exercise number 3. Write a passage where this character is pursuing his or her desire in some way. You don't have to bring this quest to a conclusion, but have something happen that allows both contrasting traits to emerge, and also try to include some hint that the character is capable of change. This one isn't appropriate for a video, but link in the description, annotation, somewhere on the screen, go to the blog, read it, let me know how I did. Unrelated exercise. Recall the worst person you've ever met. Next, assign one redeeming quality to this character, then write a passage with this person in action. This exercise is supposed to help create a fully dimensional villain. I'm just going to add here some of my own thoughts about character, because character interests me more than plot does. If you create an interesting character and then put them into an interesting situation, plot will happen. Whereas if you make an interesting plot line, then throw in any character, it doesn't always function mechanically correctly. To be honest, I had a lot of issues with this chapter, which is probably why the video is so delayed. It felt like it was written by a person who likes to write the kind of novels that I don't like to read. More traditional type novels, you know, Anna Karenina type stuff, Madame Bovary type stuff, Jane Austen type stuff, rather than the stories that I like to read, where the characters are more representative of ideas than they are supposed to be representative of people. This chapter seems very put together for people who like plot, ironically. Well, let me give you an example. This chapter has a sample list of questions that you should answer in order to fully know your character, where you would just be adding background to a character where that character does not need any background. Questions about, you know, does your character have a secret? Where does your character call home? What is one strong memory that has stuck with your character from childhood? Why is it so powerful and lasting? Maybe it's just because I want to write shorter fiction, but the answer to that question should be the story, not unmentioned background or lightly mentioned background of the character. I feel like if I were trying to write a longer piece of work, especially one not set in today's world and the time that I am living in, this chapter would have been more helpful. But because I like very contemporary, very realistic, very short fiction, I felt like much of this chapter won't stick with me as I progress as an author. But as always, let me know in the comments, do you like writing characters? Do you hate these sort of character map trait lists? Do you love them? Do you swear by them? Let me know what exercises you have for developing characters, making them seem more realistic. And if everything goes according to plan, I will see you with a non-exercise video sometime next week. I'm going to stop saying Friday because it's never Friday. Bye! Alright. Let's see.